What's up? What's up? Six Sensei here. Finally getting around to doing another video, and you know, I've been working. I've been busy. I've been doing the holiday thing, and I've been sick. It's just been stacked on top of each other. Why haven't I made any videos? I got people saying, "Oh, Sensei, did you die on us?" No, I'm still here. I'm still doing my thing, and I got a lot of stuff coming. So, you know, I just took a week off. You know, it's one of those things where I started to feel a little pressure to do the YouTube thing. I don't know how I didn't land that shot. I'm playing on PlayStation, so that kind of explains it for you. But you know, I got some stuff coming. I got a big epic giveaway. Lots of stuff I got for Christmas that I'm going to be giving away. And some more FPS freaks, of course. I got to just keep giving those things away. They're awesome, and people love them. So that's great. I'm not doing that yet, though. Yesterday, I'm real excited. I got an epic payback tomahawk, so I'm excited to bring that back to you guys. And that's starting that series back up. If you haven't seen it, check it out. I'll put a link in the description. And then each one of those videos links to the other one. Epic payback tomahawk is where I die, and then I throw a tomahawk in the air, kind of assuming where the enemy may be. That killed me, and then I take him out with the random tomahawk in the air. So it's actually a really cool series. I think I'm going to do the giveaway with that, so that's really cool. But as last time, I think that's pretty much all I have for you guys as far as that stuff goes. But as last time, I said I was going to continue the history of gaming, and I know it's been like a week and a half or so, but let's continue it. Let's continue. I think I left off at maybe leading into PlayStation 1 time period. Anyway, I'm going to start with PlayStation 1. It's when I got my first PlayStation. Again, I wasn't a gamer by any means. And this gameplay, real quick, while I'm looking at this you know, stupid kill feed, whatever. I got like a merciless, but I wasn't going for a gameplay. I was going for clips, and I was going for, yeah, basically I was just going for clips, but I ended up getting a decent gameplay. I do take some stupid deaths, and basically that's kind of a disclaimer. I take some stupid deaths because I'm not going for a gameplay. I'm going for clips. So anyway, so PlayStation 1. I got my PlayStation 1. I didn't even get a game with it. It came with a demo disc, and I played this demo disc like, I think I actually wore the disc out. I played it so much. It come with like some snowboard like SSX or something, like the first one. I played that like crazy, man. Just played that demo disc like it was going out of style. I had like one level. I just kept playing. And then I think I got onto a Crash Bandicoot. Was awesome. Love Crash Bandicoot. He was really cool. And sorry if I sniffle. Still getting over that cold I was talking about. Pretty sick. I think I had pneumonia or something like that. So not fun. Not fun at all. But I'll try not to sniffle for you guys in my nose, got the stuffs. But yeah, PlayStation 1, I didn't really get crazy about gaming. I mean, I was playing a lot of soccer back then. I love soccer. And I was playing a little bit of football, I think, at that time in my life. But mostly soccer. Really, really just love soccer. And then I didn't get a PlayStation 2 until the PlayStation Slim was out, the PS2 Slim. And that was my first PlayStation 2. Didn't play a whole lot on there. I think I played a couple Grand Theft Autos, and I never finished. To this day, I've never finished a Grand Theft Auto. And some people say you can't call yourself a gamer if you never finished a GTA, but I don't really call myself a gamer anymore. I'm more just a Call of Duty player, to be honest with you. And that's just being honest, you know. But yeah, I've never finished a Grand Theft Auto. I always just end up getting some guns and running around and shooting people until the cops get me. That's pretty much all I end up doing, because the rest of it just gets boring to me, you know? And I think this might be the life here where I get like a merciless medal, 15 kill streak without dying. Pretty awesome shit right there. But after the PS2, I wasn't gaming again. I never really was a gamer until recently. I got a PS3 when the PS3 Slim comes out. I never thought about that. But yeah, that's the first time I got a PS3 is when the Slim came out. And I'm noticing that this gameplay, going for clips, I'm pushing these spawns way too much. So note to self, don't push the spawn so damn much. But oh, the PS3, that's what kicked it all off for me, man, and it kind of holds a special place in my heart. Just because it's a great console. It really is. It's the Blu-ray player, it's the console, it plays the games, and it's got, in my opinion, the better sticks for a first-person shooter. I mean, everybody says the controller on the Xbox is better, and you know, that's really just debatable. It's more or less what you're used to. But I can almost definitively say, and I know that people can argue it, and that's fine, I can almost definitively tell you that the PlayStation 3 sticks are better than the Xbox sticks. Not the placement of them, the sticks themselves. And maybe the placement of them, I don't really know. But the sticks themselves, they're longer, they're not as tight, you know, they're not as like rigid. There's not as much of a dead zone. And this is where I'm basically at this point right now. I'm gonna lay it all out there. Console war, everything you want. I'm gonna lay it all out, and I can't expect you to do anything less. I've always tried to avoid console wars in the comment section below, but you know what? If I'm gonna lay it out there, how can I ask you to do anything different? So have at it, guys. Go for it. Just do your console war in the comments. I really don't care, because I'm doing it right now, and I'm feeding the fire, if you will. And again, I can't ask you to do anything else. And here's, I mean, just keep going. I mean, I haven't died yet. Merciless Metal has got to come up here in a minute, but and then after this, I think I took some really stupid deaths. Just being stupid. Like right here, I should have played it smart. I'm not a smart player when I'm going for clips. You know, I'm pushing the spawns. I'm trying to get those kills and blah, blah, blah. But anyway, so time to lay it all out there. You know, I was a PlayStation fanboy for a little while there, and Lawless will tell you, and, you know, Six Psycho will tell you, you know, PlayStation, I would argue PlayStation to the death. And you know, and it's one of those things when you buy something, you really just want to validate your purchase by and you see what I did there? Did you see how I noticed he was there and I turned and jumped? It's one of those things. I guess I'm going to do a tutorial on it in how to survive while sniping, how to be a successful sniper. It's just kind of how to handle yourself and how to handle look at nice little no scope. How to handle your character. Like that turn run saved me in that moment. That dude was gonna take me out. I was in process of stunning him because I saw him on the minimap. I knew he was coming, and so I jumped in that room and survived. Now the lightning strike, he may have still killed me. I may have got a chance to kill him. The lightning strike saved my life from both of those guys, but it was an opportunity for them to kill me, and I pretty much provided them with less of an opportunity to kill me. So anyway, back to the consoles. I was a fanboy, PlayStation 3 fanboy, and again, it's one of those things when you buy an Xbox or when you have whatever you have, you just want to argue so you can validate what you have, and that's essentially what I was doing. That's almost exactly what I was doing, and now I have both consoles. I've given both consoles a full fair shake, and I have to tell you, especially when it comes to Call of Duty, Xbox has a better experience. And I don't think it has anything to do with the consoles. I know that's all the game. But let's talk consoles. You know, this is all about my coming up in gaming and doing this. Xbox is a better console, guys. I don't like their controller, but that's a personal thing. I really feel like Xbox has a better console. And then let's talk companies. You know, you got Microsoft and you got Sony. You know, if you really just break down the companies, who am I going to invest in my next generation console? The Xbox 720, the PS4. Which one am I looking forward to most? Really, I'm not looking forward to either one more than the other one. But when I stop and think about it, all right, it is going to be an investment. Now, if I'm going to make an investment in one of these two companies, it's got to be Microsoft. Why? Because they're actually winning right now. They're actually doing well. Sony, on the other hand, their stock is in the toilet. Their company is sucking ass. And I can't really put a whole lot of faith in a company. Look, I don't know how I missed that shot again at PS3, but I can't put a lot of faith in that company when they don't have any money, and even if they do have any money, their investors are going down the toilet, their stocks are down the toilet, and it's just not going to be a worthwhile investment. Even though the PlayStation brand is the only brand in Sony that's making money, that doesn't mean that the company's going to be able to support it. You know, it's like it's more like PlayStation's going to have to support Sony because their TVs are sucking and everything else they have is sucking. And I think it's just like a marketing thing. They're not doing well anymore. And Microsoft is kicking ass. They got Windows 8. They got all the PCs. They're coming out with tablets. Windows phones are doing well. I mean, the company's doing well. And if I'm going to invest in something, it's got to be that. So anyway, guys, sorry it wasn't as much. I wanted to say some more, but I got everything out there. I think it was like 40-something and less than 18 deaths or whatever. So anyway, thank you for joining me. Tell me what you think in the comments. What's your favorite console and why? I'm Six Sensei, and I'm out. Peace. Pulled an all-nighter, an absolute all-nighter to beat the first Mario ever. And that's my first game in memory. Me, my dad, and my mom pulling an all-nighter to beat Mario. And that's just awesome to think about. You know, my dad's not a gamer, never really was. You know, he played the Atari because it was cool. You know, he played the Nintendo because it had what it had. But he never was and still isn't a gamer, let's say. And neither was my mom, you know, but we sat there and we did that because it was the thing to do of the day. It was just cool. And that was pretty much my first gaming memory, as far as any memory of gaming goes. At 4 years old, and I think that's a pretty substantial one. I like that one.